Okay, so we're ready for the next video. Let me see. I probably should close out some windows because it's already telling me video encoding overload. Okay, let me see. I can't move this down. I guess I'll just have to adjust myself. I stand before the mirror in my costume and look over my reflection one last time. It fits well, and the stitching is all intact. It makes my spirit soar to see my own design brought to life, transposed from the page into reality, as a fully wearable creation. Describing myself as an androgynous beauty would be going a bit far, but I've slightly been pigeonholed even by myself. My active imagination concurs an image of me in the epitome of a girl. My active imagination concurs an image of me in the epitome of a girly clothing, a princess dress, swathed in pure white fabric. I guess being in the princess shoes is too much for me, as the princess in my fantasy morphs instead into my own ideal woman, knitting kamikado, the woman I love. On her birthday, I told my best friend that I loved her, despite me. Oh, really? Really? Okay, I said my birthday, but on her birthday, I told my best friend that I loved her, despite me. Fucking shit. On her birthday, I told my best friend that I loved her, despite my always having believed that staying the same is a virtue. No. I disguised my confession as an affirmation of our platonic friendship. How stupid. I fell in love for the first time as a young child. It was one of the female staff at my kindergarten. It happens a lot at that age, when the boundaries between sexes are yet unclear, and there was nothing stopping me from voicing my feelings. Then, the next time I felt the strings of a crush, it was the school nurse in elementary school. I was a sickly child, so I spent a lot of time in the nurse's room. So I never thought it strange that I should fall for the teacher who took good care of me. However...
どうぞ。衣装似合っているわね、ゆずりは。
My thoughts scatter at the sound of her voice and the stunning sight of her.
パーティー会場が開く前に最後の準備をしに行きましょう。
The Halloween party is doubling with dinner. As she said, we should really go put the finishing touches to it, but...
どうしたの、ゆずりは。いや、美しすぎて見とれてしまったんだよ。ありがとう。
She twirls on the spot, the skirt of her dress billowing around her. The white of the dress is perfectly complemented by her honey-colored hair, and even the blood stain marring it somehow don't look out of place. As I gaze at the beautiful girl before me, I wonder if it wasn't after all inevitable that I'd go gay.
ダメだ。あの日のことを引きずりすぎだ。
I put on the mask of president to the Council of Nikia, of Yujihara Yatsuhiro.
私が勧めたマントはどう？ああ、いい具合だよ。裏地が赤なのが実に入る。ほら。ドラキュラ伯爵も各屋だろ？
Oh, they're going as a matching pair. I swish the cape and she smiles her agreement, holding up the hem of her dress. She courtesies like a proper lady.
私も王妃に見えるかしら。いや、残念ながら見えないね。王妃でなく姫に見えるよ。僕たちはまだそう年を取ってはいまい。 そうね。
She puts her hand to her mouth to hide her giggle. With the flourish of my cape, I bow. With the flourish of my cake, I bow respectfully to the beautiful princess before me.
会場へエスコートする名誉を与えてくれませんか、お姫様。ええ、お願いするわ。
I take her by the hand and lead her to the venue of the Halloween party. Hearing the familiar voices behind me, I slowly turn around. They're behind me. Stand the Sakisaki sisters, dressed in costumes reminiscent of Alice in Wonderland. They look up at me impishly. Hang on, let's back up a bit. After finishing up the final arrangement, I had declared the Halloween party open. Immediately following my announcement, the gathered students had crowded around me, showering my outfit with compliments. So cute, so pretty, amazing. I'd respond to all of their praise within kind, until I finally wormed my way out, and now...
こいつは困ったな。まだお菓子は用意していないんだ。
Hearing my friends' voices, I feel my load lighten slightly.
やっぱり。だったらいたずらの方ですね。
Aren't they dressed like the little girls from The Shining? The little monkey waited until they knew I had to choose trick. A wordless signal passing between them, and they start to advance on me. However, I learned from my previous year's experience.
仕方ない。あまり激しくしないでくれたまえよ。
I spread my arms wide, inviting them to do as they will.
卑怯ですよ。
The two of them abruptly halt, seeming reluctant now.
こちらが嫌がると盛り上がるが、応じると二の足を踏むのだよな。
She knows them too well. It's something I learned from past experience. That being said, if I were in their shoes, I'd take it as clearance to grope at will.
で、いちごくんとりんごくんの衣装は何なのかね。不思議の国のアリスかい？
Oh, okay. I drop my arms before things get awkward and question them. They turn the question back on me, puffing their chests out proudly as they ask me to guess.
その言い方ではアリスではないようだね。
The memory from the past suddenly rushes back and I feel a sharp stab of pain in my chest.
オズの魔法使いのドロシ。違いますよ。金の靴は履いていないでしょ。
Silver shoes. She flips a heel up cautiously so I can see.
この衣装は映画「シャイニング」の双子からイメージしたものな
I
ん
knew
です。
it!
可
I
愛い
knew
で
it!
しょ。
And Dorothy doesn't have silver shoes, does he? Because if I remember, they were red sparkling shoes. She twirls around boisterously.
なるほど、シャイニングか。作品を知っていたのに気づかないとは残念。だが、こうやって見ると。
I look between Ichigo-kun, who's wearing a bright and innocent smile, and Ringo-kun, who's standing with their hands clasped bashfully behind her.
同じ衣装でも受ける印象は随分と違うね。そう。頑張って同じデザインにしたのに。リンゴくんの衣装は実に清楚に思える。水色がベースの配色に白いフリル。はじめに不思議の国のアリスを思い浮かべたようにね。照れますね。それじゃ私的には。いちごくんは同じデザインでも例えるなら嵐が丘のキャサリンだ。幼少期のね。実に活発そうに思える。あんまり褒められているような気がしないんですけど。
I regard her affectionately as she folds her arms in a sulk. When I look at Ichigo-kun, I'm reminded of Nidhi when she was younger. The cheerful and innocent girl I idolized. The complete opposite of me.
孔子の逸話だよ。
My thoughts are interrupted, these words accompanied by high-pitched bat-like squeak of a vulture.
孔子の逸話だ。
The twins tilt their head in confusion as Yakigaki-kun repeats herself. She readjusts her hat. I'm guessing she's a witch and continues.
孔子の論説の中にあるのさ。二人の皇帝が同じ質問をして、孔子はそれぞれ違う答えを皇帝に説いた。で、お月の従者が同じ問いになぜ異なることをおっしゃるのかって尋ねると、一人は慌て者だから慎重に行動するように、もう一人は逆に慎重すぎるから大胆になれと答えたのだってね。
それって
欲しい言葉は人それぞれってことだが、八代先輩はお前たちには服じゃ隠せない個性があるって伝えたかったんだろうよ。
She lifts the brim of her hat to smirk up at me in her feline manner, and I confirm her assessment.
そうか、褒められているならいいけど、でもやっぱり感想だって一緒の方が良かったな。ねえリンゴ。
That's right, Ringo. Set her straight. Set her straight. Oh. No, Ringo. But she was a bit hesitant. You should have been like out forward about this, Ringo. Ringo is apple and Ichigo is strawberry. That's adorable. Strawberry and apple. Right. Okay. I'm curious about Ringo-kun's somewhat unsure expression. What was that about?
八代先輩の格好はプラド3世の衣装ですよね。
Nice save.
ああ、なかなか様になっているだろう。
プラド？吸血鬼の衣装だよね。
I mean, technically in different versions, Vlad is a vampire. Though the real
ブ
Vlad
ラド・
isn't.
ツェペシュ、通称串刺し子。吸血鬼ドラキュラ伯爵のモデルになった人物だよ。
へえ、かっこいいですね。
I spread my cape for them, showing off the blood red velvet lining. Putting my headphones back on. I love the way my silvery hair looks against it. Their three gazes converge on me in admiration. I'm basking in the pride of having been complimented on my sewing, a feminine skill. I'm basking. Basking.
なんだ？
The admiration in their eyes turns to suspicion, which gradually contorts into fear. Then I realize that their gaze are no longer directed at my cloak, but at something behind me.
どうしたんだ？まるで本物の幽霊でも見たような顔をして。
I turn around to see... Holy shit!
ごきげんよ
Oh my god. Yes. Oh god, I didn't read all that. Hanabishi went hardcore. Hanabishi-kun, the zombie maid who has been off helping with the cooking club's offerings, appears before us.
八代先輩、コミカド先輩、お待たせしました。どうぞ。
いただくよ。
She goes around the table, pouring tea for everyone. I like to say that now I know it's her, or now that I've gotten used to it, it's fine, but...
どうしました？
Oh god, I would love for the teachers to see that.
いや、なんでもない。
The members of the cooking club are all dressed as zombie maids, so it follows that Hanabishi-kun is dressed the same way. However,
どうして花火師くんだけクオリティがバカ高いんだ。
Shokan definitely had a part to play in this. The other students have all simply opted for painting their faces white or adding a simple splashes of blood here and there. And yet, for some reason, I want to check the backlog, I'm sorry. A zombie straight out of Sam Raimi, or George A. Romero flick. This day, October 31st, will be down in history for the new monstrosity at birth.
美味しいわ。この紅茶、花火師さんが入れてくれたの？はい。私一人がお茶係というわけではないのですけど、先輩たちにはお世話になっているので。
Oh my god. I need this. I swear to god I need this. Print system requirements. Yeah, I'm gonna save this. Be like, there's two types of people for Halloween. I'm just waiting for my paint to come up so I can get this. And I'm gonna crop it real quick. Save this as, let me see, Flowers Halloween. Now we'll put Flowers 3 Halloween. That way we know this is from the third game. And we'll leave this up just in case something else more extreme comes up later. Because we haven't seen Sokun just yet. So I wonder what she looks like. Why is Neri talking to her like this is no big deal? A passing student lets out a little shriek upon seeing Hanabishi-kun's unique makeup.
コミカド先輩の衣装、かわいいですね。ドレスって憧れます。花火師さんのメイド姿もかわいいわ。メイクの方もずいぶんと凝っているのね。
ついに突っ込んだ。
Even though Niri's really pointing out how grotesque her makeup is, Hanabishi-kun fidgets bashfully. Quite frankly, she looks terrifying.
凝ってますか？このメイク、
I knew it.
スオさんがやってくれたんですよ。そう、網亭同士仲がいいのね。
I avert my eyes, unable to stomach the sight of this repulsive zombie playing bashfully with her braids.
すいません、お待たせしました。
Okay, here we go. A voice. Oh, you know who else we haven't seen? Yakagaki-kun's Amity partner. We haven't seen her either. And I wonder if they would show the teacher here. Probably not. A voice rings out like a tinkling bell.
パンプキンパイお持ちしました。
Okay, she kept it simple. Ow.
普通かよ。
I yell internally when Shokan arrives dressed in a cute maid garb, just like the other cooking club members.
あ、ごめんなさい。私もお手伝いしなきゃいけないのに。いいの。リッカさんは仕込みの時、たくさん手伝ってくれたし、今度は私の番だわ。優しいのね、スオさん。
Shokan is able to chat casually with Hanabishi-kun without flinching once. Guess that's the strength of their amity bond for you.
スオ君のメイクは自分でやったものなのかい？
いえ、このメイクはリッカさんにしてもらったんです。お互いにメイクし合ったんですよ。我ながら会心の出来だと思うの。私も頑張ってメイクしたけど、どうか かしら。怖い映画が好きだって言っていたスオさんのもの、きっと上手に違いないわ。
うますぎです。
My teacher has been outed as a horror fan, particularly of the zombie variety, she admits. Makes sense.
お互いにメイクし合ってあの言いざまだってことは、花火師くんは自分の顔を見ていないんだな。
さあどうぞ召し上がってください。
She urges us to try the jack-o'-lantern shaped pie. I use my fork to cut out the part around one of the eyes and take a bite. The mild sweetness and silky texture of the pumpkin tickles my taste buds, as the scent of cinnamon delights my nostrils.
こいつはなかなかだ。ネリーも評判すると。
なに、ゆずりは。
She was already eating it.
なんでもないがね。
Observing the half of the jack-o'-lantern's face has already disappeared. I swallow what I was about to say.
佐々木さんたちを見ませんでしたか？どうされたの？いえ、私特製のパンプキンパイをご馳走すると約束していたので。
She tells us that she made two especially for them, shaped to look like their faces and hairstyles. Nidhi shoots me a mischievous look.
特製のパンプキンパイを食べられるのはもう少し後になりそうね。
She says,
それはどういう佐々木いちごさんがゆずりはへデートを申し込んだの。それでゆずりはったら
トリックはトリートだ。
そう宣言してお菓子を20個集めたらデートするって約束したのよ。そうなんですか。
So come blinks at me in surprise, her cheeks red.
ちょうどいい具合の塗り物注文だ。
Even disregarding today's request for a date, I feel like Ichigo-gun has been making advances on me rather a lot lately.
目をかけている後輩を悲しませたくはない。
No, that's how you mess shit up. You need to turn them down properly. I mean, even if it's just like a little no thank you or no. Even if it's something like that, like cut. If I'm just going to act like I'm interested before pulling back at the last minute, I'm better off not sowing the seeds in the first place.
それで姿が見えないのね。いちごさんたちも給仕とか調理の仕事もあるのに。そういう理由なら仕方ないわ。私たちが頑張りましょう。スオさんはやっぱり優しいわ。私も頑張る。
Nidhi asks Hanabishi-kun, who's trembling with admiration for another pumpkin pie. Somehow, I've lost my appetite, so I pass my remaining pie to her and stand up from my seat.
もういらないの？今日の夕食の代わりなのよ。
ダイエット中でね。それと二階屋の会の会長として他の生徒らの出し物を見回らなくちゃならない。
そうね。待って、すぐ片付けるわ。
She polishes off the rest of my poor jack-o'-lantern at her usual steady pace.
それじゃ急いで持ってきますね。
あ、花火師くん。
はい、何ですか？
前髪が少し乱れている。厨房へ行った際に整えてきたの。
She quickly brings a hand up to her hair. Her cheeks flushing slightly, she thanks me for pointing it out and hurries off to the kitchen. Then, when about enough time has passed for Niri to finish off the 2 whole pumpkin pies. The scream of a poor zombie girl who's just gotten a look at herself in the mirror adds some extra spooky spice to the party.
お、ちょうどいい時に来ましたね。
A familiar voice catches my attention as I'm going around the other individuals and group events together with Niri.
ごきげんよ、コミカド先輩。
She nods to Niri, whom she hasn't encountered yet this evening.
おっと、いちいち気をつけなくちゃいけないな、この帽子。魔女の衣装ね、かわいいわ。お褒めに預かり光栄ですがね、みんなに可愛いと言い回っているのでしょう。
That's right, tell her.
でも八重垣さんの衣装は特別可愛いと思うわ。ずっと眺めていたいもの。そうですか。どうも。
She looks to me for help. See? It's hard dealing with airheads.
そうだ。ちょっと抱きしめてもいいかしら。
What?
ダメですよ、コミカド先輩。それは私のものです。
Oh my god, okay. Sparks are flying. The voice crackles in my ears.
語尾をつけなくてはいけないんだったわ。それは私のものです。うが。
Oh my god. Takasaki-kun, who, judging by her outfit, is probably supposed to be Frankenstein's monster, plants herself between Yakagaki-kun and Niri. Her protective is more silly than anything, but it's pretty cute.
そうね。高崎さん、失言だったわ。
Oh my god.
いえ、分かっていただければそれでいいのです。うが。
Chidori is so damn blunt. I can't.
誰が誰のものなんだよ。不思議そうに首をかしげるな。そういえば二階への会の冊子では高崎さんは何か個人で催しをなさっているとか。
Niri is only just dishing out what Yuzahara does, okay? She's trying to get back at Yuzihara because Yuzihara is over here gonna have a date with one of the twins. And it just backfired on Niri right now. She hurriedly tacks on another grr. Seems like it's a requirement when dressed as Frankenstein's monster.
以前怪談話をするとか聞いていたが。
それなのですが、うが。こいつの話す怪談話は本格的すぎるんで、リハーサルの時点で中止ですよ。怪奇系ならまだしもグロ系まで入れやがりましたからね。残念です。うが。
Her almond eyes narrow in displeasure. It seems like she's the type to get totally carried away when it comes to her specific interest. Getting this tidbit of insight into my new friend's personality makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
なるほど。ちょうどいいところでと言ったのは客足が途絶えたからかな。
より正確に言うなら盛況すぎて休むために一時休業ってところです。2階への階とは違うのでね。
Realizing she's making a throwback to my comment about it being all work and no play at the console, I incline my head to her with a cynical smile.
休むのだったら料理部で給仕をしてもらうといい。ジャック・オーランタンのパンプキンパイはなかなかだったよ。
パンプキンパイか。ちょっと食べてみたいわね。うがを忘れているぞ。
Then, in a low voice,
八代先輩も人が悪いですね。
そこを取ったら大部分の僕はなくなってしまうよ。
Fellow tricksters, we share a brief smirk.
早く行きましょう。
お、新しい語尾だな。
コミカド先輩から教わったのよ。
With that, the two of them head off toward the cooking club's event together. Takasaki-kun's pushing Yaki-kun's wheelchair.
仲良しさんで見ているだけで笑みがこぼれてくるわね。
あ、違いない。
Although I'm smiling at the mischief I just managed.
見つけた。
Someone calls out behind me and tugs at my sleeve. I turn around.
おお、いちごくんじゃないか。それは
そうです。20個しっかり集めてきたのです。頑張りました。
I agreed to the date idea, thinking my terms were impossible. As she makes her triumph declaration, Takasaki's-kun's scream rends the air. She must have just gotten a look at Hanabishi-kun. I find myself at a loss for how to turn her down. Yeah, you can't do it now, you done promised. It was an unexpected request, even for Ichigo-kun.
彼女なら二人で出し物を回りたいと言ってくると思ったのにね。
I murmured to no one in particular as I gazed into the flickering light of the candles illuminating the chapel. The date she had requested, after gathering the required number of sweets.
二人きりでの正道ないデートとはね。
Yeah, you done fucked the hell up, okay. Although it may be big-headed, I suspect her attachment to me is probably rooted in a desire to have the most popular girl in school all to herself. She's sure to get bored of me after actually spending some time with me, just like most other girls have.
どうにもまずいな。
You shouldn't have agreed to it then. This request that we be alone reminds me of my encounter in the Twilight Greenhouse. The urge to make that which you desire yours and yours alone.
私には十二分にわかる心理だ。
I think of the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, which I read as a child. I'd compare my best friend, Nirin Kamikoto, to the lion. The cowardly lion.
だが勇気あるものだ。
The lion was able to put himself out there for someone other than himself. So who was I? Dorothea? No, I'm not so shameless as to declare myself the protagonist.
僕はブリキだ。
Without a heart, and so... Just as I'm trying to find a character from the Wonderful Wizard of Oz to compare Ichiko to, the heavy doors to the chapel open and then close again. The girl who enters, dressed as one of the ghostly twins from The Shining, stops for a moment to issue a quiet greeting. Then she slowly heads towards where I'm standing by the altar. I watch her come forward like something out of a dream. Then I face the pale blue ghost.
待たせなくてよかった。
I tell her I was a bit late, so I thought she'd already be here, but... Ichiko-kun just stares back at me in
こ
silence.
れは
I think of what happened in the greenhouse in the dying light of the day. My heart aches painfully, like it's being squeezed in my chest.
どうしたんだい？もっとこちらへ来ないと話もできないよ。
It's the opposite of what I really want, but she complies. Ichiko-kun walks closer, her eyes still fixed on me. See... Oh, this just upsets me so much. But she's just so far gone into her character that she just doesn't really know how to stop, especially if it means that she might be hurting other people.
夜更けに聖堂で相引きなんてロマンチックだね。ここを指定したのもそのつもりなのだろ？
No, you're just making it worse. Why do you do this? This is not okay.
私は
She tries to speak, but the words get stuck in her throat. I had the same experience many times when I was younger. She...
いちごくんじゃない。
Huh? Is Ringo? Ringo? No. Okay. Okay, so holy shoot. Okay. Because when this first started, we all thought this was Ichigo and not Ringo. But the fact that she said, I apologize to my sister because I know my sister liked her when she's referring to Ichigo. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know your sister likes her. Why would you do that? What does your sister have to say about this? Does your sister even know? Oh, how is this gonna play out? I'm always absorbing people. This girl, even though she's wearing the exact same clothes and hairstyle, this isn't Ichigo-kun. This is the younger sister, the one always in the shadow of her lively older half. My whisper echoes startlingly loud through the stillness of the chapel. Drawn to me, her eyes affixed to my steady blue ones. Ringo Sasaki. As I reassess her with this knowledge, she hardly even appears real. By the light of the candle, she looks so ethereal, I wonder if she isn't about to fade away into nothing. Trembling like a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, she presses her hand to my chest. Her lips move. Huh?
私はあなたが好きです。
Ah, she said I like you. Oh. Ah!
オズの魔法使いという童話がある。魔法使いのオズへ会うためエメラルドの町へと急ぐドロシー。町へと続く黄色いレンガ敷きの道を行く途中、ドロシーは恐ろしいうめき声を耳にし、飛び上がるほど驚く。声に誘われるように道から外れ、森に分け入ったところで出会ったのは二人目の同行者、ブリキの木こりだった。錆びつき動けなくなったブリキの木こりへ油を差し助けてあげると、彼は同行を願い出た。エメラルドの町にいるオズからなくしたハートをもらうために。互いの身の上話からかかしの同行する理由を聞き、それでも脳みそよりハートが欲しいとブリキの木こりは答えた。彼は言う。1年の間たっぷり考えた結果、最も大きかった損失は心を失ったことです。心がなければ恋ができない。かかしはそれでも脳みそが欲しいと告げる。だがブリキの木こりはきっぱりと言う。私は心を取りますと。脳みそは人を幸せにしないし、幸せこそこの世で最も価値のあるものだと。ブリキの木こりの言葉を聞いて、私はひどく悲しくなったことを覚えている。心がないということは幸せではないのだ。辛い現実を忘れるため心を消そうとしていた私は何なのだと。これから始まるお話は、失った心を愚かにも取り戻そうとするブリキのお話。
I suppose quote of Ernest Hemingway comes to mind.
そうだ。バカ正直に私自身の気持ちを伝えてどうする？
I don't know, maybe some self-reflection? With the start of November, where we are well and truly into autumn, the rays of sunlight striking my skin are weak, yet still feel like they're stripping me bare. I gaze up at the sky, gradually shifting from blue to yellow and red, and the faint wisp of cloud trailing across it.
嘘は愛を殺すか。だが、嘘をついてでも本心を明かすことはできない。
No, you should be honest. In the chapel on the night of the Halloween party. I love you. Ringo Sasaki had confessed her love to me. It's not like I wasn't flattered to receive a confession from such a kind, sweet, sophisticated girl. However, my honest reaction is confusion.
どうしたものかね。
Upon receiving her confession,
返事は少し待ってほしいか。我ながら臆病なことだ。
I mockingly compared myself to the cowardly lion. Leaving her with those words, I had simply fled from the chapel. I told myself I didn't want to dangle hope in front of someone, only to pull it away at the last minute.
リンゴくんの悲しい顔を見るのは嫌だ。
I understand, but you don't want to do something that's also going to make you very uncomfortable. You know, as selfish as it might sound, it's best to put yourself first, because then it's gonna mess with you. It'll mess with you. You won't be. Put yourself first. I can't please everyone. I know that.
そろそろ教室を出ないと間に合わないわよ。
Ooh, okay, she sounds a little mad right here. Okay, well, it's a bit different from the way she normally speaks to us. I hear a gentle voice.
礼法の授業に遅刻なんてしたらおかしいでしょ。
ああ、確かにそうだ。本末転倒だな。
I stand up from my seat and look around the classroom.
僕たちが最後か。みんなも声をかけてくれればいいのに。
声をかけようとはしていたわよ。でもあまりに物憂げだからできなかったのよ。
She tells me.
ただ、面白い小説を読んでいたら朝方になってしまっただけだというのにね。
眠っていないの？
貫徹だよ。さすが我が師。図書室の妖精だ。僕にぴったりの時代小説を勧めてくれた。
I strike a samurai pose with an imaginary sword, but Niddy's flawless brow furrows.
そう、それならいいのだけど、何か悩み事があるなら相談して。私たちは親友でしょ。
It hurts more when you say it.
ああ。
Oh, oh. Don't you see that sad smile right there?
できるわけがない。
Yeah, there we go. There's no way I can do that. Discussing homosexuality with a pious Christian like her would be like slapping a child in front of Gandhi.
ひたすら眠いが急ぐとしよう。高崎くんのような足取りになったら揺さぶって起こしてくれよ。
チドリアスということね。
Niddy puts a hand to her mouth and giggles. Forcing a cynical smile to my face, I head to etiquette class with my best friend.
人生について書きたいなら、まず生きなくてはならない。
I'd never be able to then. It started with me asking who her favorite Western author was. Feeling an affinity when she answered with Hemingway, I asked for a favorite quote of his. As she thought about it, I told her my own personal favorite.
私が好きなのは愛していない人間と旅に出てはならないですね。
That was Sokun's answer, and it only brought back my original worries. I'd come to the library so I could sit and think about what to do about Ringo-kun. However, I'd bumped into Sokun and got chatting. Well, I mean, Sokun's actually a perfect partner to talk to this about. Ouch.
どうしました？どこかお加減でも。
Generally, I also feel like she knows as well because she's pretty close with the twins, too.
いや、そうじゃないさ。なかなか眼蓄のある言葉だと思ってね。
はい、いつか友達みんなで旅行に行きたいです。
友達か。
When I first met her, she seemed so distant. I figured it must be hard for her to form meaningful relationships, but...
そいつはいい。きっと佐々木いちごくんが盛り上げてくれるだろうね。
I like how she left out Ringo there.
みんなでリッカさんと私でたくさんお菓子を作って。
She really put the work in, and all her clumsy but sincere efforts were paying off. She said Ringo, right? Yeah, that'd be nice. I bet the Sakasaki's Ichigo-kun would really liven things up.
八代先輩は一緒に旅に出るならやっぱりコミカド先輩とですか
？Okay, so based on her personality, as much as I would like her to go a very much different route from what we've been doing, or what she's been doing, I can't say we because this has been her choices pretty much. And she hasn't given me the option to help her. We'd probably go with I'd like to go with you. We're just gonna flirt with all the girls in this route and, you know, get the bad end. So we're fine. I'd like to go with you. Okay. The girl before me has really matured.
そうだな。一人選ばなくちゃならないとなったら、スオくんかな。
I answer.
私ですか？
なんだい、ずいぶんと嫌そうじゃないか。痛いけな僕の胸がショックで縮んでしまうところだよ。
違うんです。私なんかと言っても楽しめないんじゃないかって思って。
It's a misplaced kindness, but very like her.
なーに、気が合う仲間が一番さ。列車で向き合いながらあだ名で呼び合っていざ温泉へなんてのもいい。
She flirts with every girl to cover up her infatuation with her best friend.
あだ
名そうだな。八重垣くんならエリーとかがね。
名前からそれなら八代先輩はゆずり肌からゆずゆず
ゆずゆず。
スオくん。
せん。冗談です。
Like, this game is about cute girls. Trust me, it's about cute girls. Don't be fooled, it's about cute girls.
Yeah, そいつはいい。二人きりの時はそう呼んでくれないか。親密になった気分だよ。
She blushes all the way up to her hairline. Always feel so at ease hanging out with her.
さあ、早く。
So can stop that. You already have someone you like, right? The way she's hesitating, eyes glistening, makes me want to hug her, alongside this desire to protect her. Though I also feel a borderline sadistic urge to tease.
恥ずかしい。
大丈夫。今は僕とスオ君の二人きりしかいないんだ。
And honestly, you already said it once. What's the issue with saying it a second time?
余計に恥ずかしいのですけど。
I urge her again as she finally meets my gaze, her cheeks flushed.
ゆずゆず。先輩。
あだ名で呼ばれることがこんなに嬉しいなんてね。
Buoyed up by joy, I wrap my arms around her slender frame. The urge to protect wins out. My beloved friend. Uh-oh.
恥ずかしいですから。
My kitty fell off the couch.
そうだね。堪能したし、これくらいにしておこうか。うさが晴れたよ。ありがとう、スオくん。さて、せっかく図書室の妖精がいるのだ。おすすめの時代小説でも借りてみるとしようかな。
司馬遼太郎の本は読破されているのですよね。
さすがに全部は無理だよ。有名どころだけさ。
I watch as she puts her hand on her chin in thought.
相談するならと行き着いた場所が誤りだったな。
Well, you didn't even really give yourself a chance to talk to her. I've been loitering around, wanting to unload my jumbled feelings onto a third party, but...
よりによって彼女はないよな。
Well then... You can go and always talk to, Erika.
はい。風の武士ですか？
I'm guessing that must be a Rotoshiba novel. Rotaru Shiba. I smile and tell her I'll go ahead and borrow that one. Even though not... Oh my god, what the heck was that? Even though I know I can't... Fuck. Even though I know I can't talk about it to anyone, I still can't shake the urge to confess all the suffocating emotions inside of me. Perhaps that's why... No, you... Okay. Okay, I was a little worried you were actually gonna go tell Kamikoto.
八重垣くんの部屋でコーヒーが飲めるとは思っていなかったよ。
私が入れたんだ。味わって飲んでくださいよ。
My kitty fell off the couch and she didn't come back. I feel sad. Perhaps that's why my feet brought me here, to the room of the two girls I'd become good friends with recently.
流れるように嘘をつかないで。私が入れたのよ。お砂糖いりますか？
I decline to take a sip of it black. The bitter acid taste dances across my tongue, a reminder of the current pitch of my emotions.
それでどうしたんです？今度はセーター編みを習得に？
いや、
理由がなきゃ遊びに来ちゃいけないってこともないだろ。先輩はお疲れなんだよ。
まさか。
She already knows.
シェイプシフター事件を解決したり、少し前のハロウィンパーティーでも八面六臂の大活躍だったみたいですからね。
Yeah, Erica's not really the type to beat around the bush, so she's most likely gonna confront her about it. And I'm pretty sure the twins also told her. If they hadn't told her, she probably figured it out herself already, because she's that smart.
八面、あなた日本語で喋りなさいよ。学院の女生徒からモテて大変だったなってことだよ。
She says this with a smirk as she sips her coffee. I'm relieved that she doesn't seem to be referring to anything to do with the Sasaki-kun. She's making a joke of it, but she's generally concerned about me being burnt out.
まあそれなりに面倒ではあった。八重垣君的に言うなら2002年のアスレチックスくらいは追い込まれていたかな。
そいつはきつい。だがその後奇跡の20連勝。最後は11点差追いつかれてダメかと思ってからのサヨナラホームランじゃないですか。どういうこと？華麗な逆転劇だよ。だが無理をしたんでボロボロってことさ。
She's commenting on the state of the players at the end of the season. Yagaki-kun offers me sugar again, and this time I gratefully take it.
疲れている時は糖分か。見て取れるくらいには顔に出ているのだろう。
Yagaki-kun's pretty absorbent, but I'm well aware of myself at just how I've been off lately.
同性からの告白なんて今までだって。
Yes, this time it's from someone really close, especially within your circle.
これ少し引きすぎたんじゃないか？そう？私は気にならないけど。
Takasaki-kun grabs Yakaki-kun's cup and drinks from it. Although usually I wouldn't think of anything, seeing her put her lips to the very same spot her Amity partner has been drinking from makes me feel awkward.
粗挽きなのだもの。あっさりめになっているでしょ？そうか。私的には濃いめな気がするけどな。
You sound like Sakazaki-san. The words startle me. Takasaki narrows her eyes, staring at her like a judge who's just noticed a case breaking oversight in court.
なんだ、どうした？部屋の中で幽霊騒ぎは勘弁だぞ。そうではないわ。後ろ髪、寝癖がついているわよ。寝癖？もともと癖っ気なんだ。どこが寝癖なんだかわからねえよ。また寝転がって本を読んでいたのでしょう。仕方のない子ね。
Takasaki-kun heads over to her desk, grabs a hairbrush out of the drawer, and goes back over to Yakagaki-kun.
おい、ちょっと。おとなしくしなさい。いいって、やめろ。
This would be kind of awkward, but very cute to watch. She frowns and sighs as Yakaki-kun resists her like a petulant child. Then,
八代先輩の髪って綺麗ですよね。
her almond eyes have shifted from her previous target to my own long locks. It's been a long time since I've had someone brush my hair for me.
とてもいい気持ちだ。
Aww, now that's wholesome. That's cute. I hear a slight chuckle above my head in response to my murmured phrase. Takasaki-kun carries on enthusiastically brushing my hair.
八代先輩の髪、とても滑らかなのにさっぱりとした指通りで、なんだか変わっていますね。
髪もそのものに似るのかな。
でもこうしてすいていると本当に綺麗。髪ではないみたい。
She She continues her rhythmic brushing as she speaks. I close my eyes blissfully as I enjoy the pleasant sensation of my scalp being massaged.
人となりが髪に現れるってのは嫌味か？
Really? You know, it really is a nice feeling to have somebody play with your hair, though. It really is, because it gives you like little chills on your head. It's a nice feeling. Anyways, it's been an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video here. I'm gonna go find me something to eat, and then I'll probably go and pop in and play Persona 5.